Hi and welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is a continuation from a reading that I did yesterday, which should be up already. I did a soulmate journey reading, and I was looking at the journey of the two individuals within that relationship, the things that they had been working on, and specifically the things that they had been breaking away from. Now, through that reading, I got this song kept coming up. And ignore my belly, I'm fasting. Fasting is something that you do when you are trying to spiritually cleanse. That might be relevant to this reading. So when I was doing that reading yesterday, I got the song Survivor and I got Gangster's Paradise. And one of the parties in that soulmate connection was trying to break free from something that had been a little underhanded. Now, during that reading, I got interrupted. My son had been out to exchange some American dollars that we had from a couple of years ago that were just lying around in a drawer. And he came home and he said to me, I could only exchange a little bit of it. And this is what he brought home. I could only exchange a little bit of it. They won't accept dirty money. And that theme of dirty money was coming out in one side of the reading yesterday. And I don't believe in coincidences. Things happen for a reading. He was meant to interrupt that reading because dirty money was meant to be included. So today's reading, I'm actually going to pull some cards and try and dig a little deeper into this particular person. That dirty money, Gangster's Paradise, Survivor. Now today is the 19th of August, and ironically, it is the Aquarius full moon. Now in the tarot, the card that represents the moon in Aquarius is the Seven of Swords, and that card is the lying, cheating, stealing card. It's the card of deception, dirty money. So as I was getting ready for this reading, I've done a pre-shuffle and no cards have come out, but that's okay because I was getting other messages. I'm just going to count how much is here. It's just American $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's $13 there. The number 13 might be significant. The 13 is the death card, which is Scorpio. It is also Pluto. So it's death and rebirth. Pluto is transformation. Now, I've never actually really looked at, I've not been to the States. In God we trust. There's an eye. I've never actually looked at a American note before. 6666, 2003, and an F. Federal Reserve, maybe. There might be some messages in that. I'm actually going to pull it up so you can have a look. And there's 13 of them. So that might be of significance. The other thing I got when I was starting this reading, I got this little ticket, D10 and purple. Again, it doesn't have any relevance to me, but it came out while I was preparing for this reading. So I'm going to go through some of the messages that I was getting. As I said, it's a sturgeon moon, which is the full moon in Aquarius. I think it's also a blue moon. And the moon in Aquarius in the tarot cards is the Seven of Swords, which is deception. There's been some deception here, some dirty money, some deception. As I was doing the pre-shuffle, some cards wanted to show themselves but didn't flick out. Lack of trust, divine intervention, witchery, their magic isn't working. I heard the phrase, somebody's trying to clean up a mess. Also heard third eye is awakening. So maybe somebody's trying to scurry to clean up some sort of dirty money activity because whoever this person is, their third eye is awakening. So they're starting to get intuitive hits, intuitive nudges. When I was shuffling the cards, it was 9/11. Now 9/11 for me in a lot of my readings has a reference to Mother Mary. If you think about Mother Mary, she received divine messages from Archangel Gabriel. This person here, this person I was picking up on yesterday in that reading. Now, you don't have to be in a soulmate connection. If this reading is resonating with you, then please take the messages from it. It's purely that I'm just linking it to repeating messages that I was getting from yesterday about whoever it is. And if it's you or your person or somebody that you know, trying to break free or getting an inkling of something underhanded that's been going on because your third eye is awakening. And what did I say? Actually, that's why it's there. I don't know if you can, I hope you can see it. That little pyramid there, there's a tiny little eye on top of it. Third eye is awakening. What does that say? Annuit coptus. I have no idea. I'm going to search that up. Okay, it means he or God has approved our undertakings. Except if they're illegal. Maybe this person thinks that they are God or that they can play God. Now, what else did I get? The sturgeon moon. The sturgeon itself is a fish and it lives about 150 years. The reason this moon is called the sturgeon moon is because the sturgeon fish are caught in August. And obviously we're in August at the moment. Again, if this reading comes to you, if you're watching this reading outside of the date that it was posted, please know that the information within it is still for you. You may just be on a different timeline. So the sturgeon, the positive aspect of the sturgeon, and it's a massive, massive big fish that lasts 150 years, is strength, resilience, and wisdom, and overcoming challenges. That's the person that I was picking up on in yesterday's reading. On the negative aspect, it warns against stubbornness and rigidity. So in that reading yesterday, one of the souls, the soulmate connection, was trying to extract themselves from a situation. Now, going back to that sturgeon moon, the full moon in Aquarius, it is a moon where surprises are revealed. Now, currently Mercury is in Leo, but it's in retrograde. When things are in retrograde, things from the past come forward. Mercury is communication. And we've also got Uranus in Taurus. Now, Taurus is money. Taurus is financial institutions, big top-down structures. And Uranus is the planet of earthquakes. So some sort of information coming in from throughout this cycle of this new moon, of this full moon. Maybe it's been coming through since the new moon, through this cycle of the full moon in Aquarius, which is the moon in the tarot of deception, the card of deception. Some sort of deception about dirty money coming back from the past. Now here's where things get a little bit tricky, because the song that I was channeling, well, there was a couple actually. I got Brick, which is Ben Folds 5. Now that song is about two teenagers who fall pregnant and they choose to, okay, I'm piecing it together. Okay, so they fall pregnant and they choose, so the actual lead singer in the band falls pregnant and they choose to have an abortion. because I think they're 16 or something like that. But they can't afford to pay for it, and they don't want their parents to know. So it happens around Christmas time, and he collects all of his Christmas gifts and he sells them all, secretly sells them all, so that he can pay for their medical appointment. And part of the lyrics of that song, tired of lying, too heavy to hold the truth, which is kind of this Sturgeon mood. The deception of something that was hidden is coming to light. Now, and you have to take this as it resonates, because there might be different messages for different people. I was trying to work out whether the message that was coming through is about a child, because I had Mother Mary references, and the Mother Mary lunar and solar eclipse, which is what I labeled it as, because there were so many synchronicities with things that happen. I'm Catholic, within the Catholic Church, that line up with dates that are celebrated in the Catholic Church. And as I was doing the pre-shuffle, that 9/11 for me, Venus in Virgo is my card for Mother Mary in the tarot deck, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of freedom. So I was just trying to get some more information. Now, what I do to do that is I do some meditation. But what I also do, and I was getting that song, and it's everywhere, the apple's rotten to the core. I don't know the name of the song, but if you're on any of social media, it's people dancing, the apple's rotten to the core. So there might be a message in that. But when I did my random shuffle on my songs, I get messages through music. And it could be the lyrics of the song, the name of the song, the name of the artist, the imagery on the album, anything. But I quickly flicked through, and I kept getting baby references in the songs. I got Summer Child, which is a song from Safe Haven. I got Silence. The name of the song was Silence, meaning something's been covered up. And then I got Isn't She Lovely, which is Stevie Wonder. And it's about the birth of a child. So I'm just going to pull some cards, and I'm going to see where we go. So I want the energy. What's on the bottom? Five of Swords. That is Venus in Aquarius. Just going to get the energy of what I'm picking up on. Yeah, Ten of Wands. That card actually wanted to come out before. Ten of Wands. Heavy, heavy burdens. Maybe you've been holding on to a secret. Maybe your third eye has awoken. Maybe you're aware of this dirty money. And you're praying and you're hoping that you're not the one who has to reveal it. But, like in that song, tired of lying, too heavy to hold the truth. Lack of respect, divine intervention, witchery, their magic isn't working. Maybe somebody's aware that you know a truth, and they're trying to suppress you. What else? Ten to the end. Page of Swords. You hold a truth. The Ten of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius. The Page of Swords is the Sun in Gemini. You hold a truth. The Sun illuminates things. Gemini is communication. When I think of Gemini, I think of the twins. Almost a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But it's a slippery... What I heard was that the sword cuts both ways. She's holding onto a paintbrush here in this card. And a bunch of scrolls that are all tightly wound and stuffed into this jar. They're not actually scrolls, they're canvases. In this card, the way that and I didn't say that in the beginning, all of the cards that I use on my channel are my own designs because I am an illustrator. This particular story, this particular deck is my Lovebirds Tarot deck. It's about two individuals who are both trapped in their own stories, but they're wanting to be together. And in order to be together, they need to speak their truth, which is what the reading was yesterday. And one of the individuals Well, in this story, one person is being trapped by a parent and the other person is being trapped by a workplace. The illusion is the picture that's being painted of the scenario. Cleaning up the mess. Somebody's dirty money is being painted by a different picture. It's almost an illusion. And this person's aware of it. And meaning the person that I was picking up yesterday, they've worked it out. Or part of this sturgeon moon, this full moon in Aquarius, is where hidden things come to light. Uranus is surprises, surprising things that come to light. And perhaps you've already been, whoever, if this is you, if that person in that reading yesterday is you, you've already awoken to it because your third eye is awakening. And I've got the third eye on the note there. But confirmation is coming. Now, this reading won't go out on the full moon in Aquarius, which is August 19th, which is today. It takes me a couple of days to edit. So perhaps by the time you watch this reading, you will have gotten physical confirmation, actual confirmation of things that you have intuitively been picking up on. Confirmation that the picture that's being painted is not actually the truth. The apple is rotten to the core. When I think of the apple, the big apple, something might be New York. It's always that, you get this beautiful, took a bite from the poison apple. And I was thinking of that before because in that song, Brick by Ben Folds 5, he is talking about she's a brick and she's drowning slowly. He's talking about his girlfriend who went into a severe depression because of the situation that they were in. The situation, 10 of Wands, might have you in some sort of severe depression. Or this person may have put you into some sort of severe depression, suppressed you even. If I think of Snow White, she takes a bite of the apple and she goes to sleep. It's almost a form of hush money, really. And maybe your worry is, if you think about the guy from Ben Folds 5, tired of lying, too heavy to hold the truth. Because in revealing the truth, he also reveals that he was part of what went on. Maybe you've got a fear. Maybe whoever is holding you is playing on that fear. 2 of Wands. Now that's Mars and Aries. That's war energy. Mars and Aries is, the 2 of Wands is making plans. It's making decisions. Oh, it's a card of planning, but you can't really do anything. Mars and Aries is Emperor energy. That's somebody stopping you from making plans. Stopping you from making plans to potentially reveal a truth. And on the bottom, 4 of Swords, which is Jupiter in Libra. That's almost a holding pattern energy. So the 3 of Swords is heartbreak. The 3 of Swords is Saturn in Libra. So Saturn is your karmic teacher. Whoever you are connected to, or whoever, if you're coming to this reading and you're the other side of the reading from yesterday, and this is your person, please just take it as it resonates. Whoever this person is has gone through some karmic lessons. Saturn in Libra, 3 of Swords, heartache, heartache and pain through whatever this situation is that they're being trapped by. If this is you, you've gone through heartache and pain. And that's the way I'm just going to read it because it gets too confusing. Whoever this is, they've been trapped. Heartache, pain, trapped. 4 of Swords is the epiphany. We had third eye is awakening. The epiphany that you get It's a forced time out. It's a forced making you sit still and reflect on what's happened. Now, currently Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, which means it's a looking back. Saturn being your karmic teacher, looking back on the things that have happened and the lessons that you learned from them. Now, when that happens, Pisces is spiritual. When that happens, you have a spiritual awakening. And I did say in that reading yesterday, both parties had gone through some sort of spiritual awakening. Getting intuitive messages as to what is going on under the surface, what can't be seen. When you tap into your spiritual side, you're tapping into your intuition. It's things that you know without seeing. What this Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius, which is in the tarot, as I said, the Seven of Swords, which is the card of deception, what this Sturgeon full moon is doing is it's bringing forward confirmation, physical confirmation of the things that you'd already been intuitively picking up on. Eight of Cups, allowing you to walk away. Because maybe that's what's been holding you back. Maybe it's, and I get this all the time, and another song that was coming through was, and it came through in the reading yesterday as well, What You're Waiting For by Gwen Stefani. Now that song, and it says tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm going to read some of the lyrics. Who really cares? Because it's your life. You never know. It could be great. Take a chance because you might grow. What you're waiting for. Like an echo pedal, you're repeating yourself. You know it all by heart. You've had the spiritual awakening. Why are you standing in one place? Then I heard the words, time to go, time to grow. The other thing while I was just randomly scrolling through YouTube and things pop up in my feed, but some things pop up repeatedly and not things that I search. So there's messages in them. And if you're getting into that spiritual alignment with yourself, you will start to see things repeating, and you need to take note of them. This thing has been popping up in my feed for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And not a story that I'm interested in, so I just haven't clicked on it. But it popped up again this morning as I was kind of thinking and preparing for this reading. And the title of the video was, I was an educated MIT neurosurgeon. Now I'm unemployed and alone in the mountains. It was somebody who had literally left everything, I presume, because I haven't clicked on it, to go and travel the world. What you're waiting for. The other thing that I got, and it's from one of my favorite readers, time for rebellion. Well, when you think about Aquarius, Aquarius is the sign of the rebel. We are in a Pluto and Aquarius transit where people are making huge changes, breaking free of things that are holding them back. Pluto happens, and I'm going to sneeze. My nose is itchy. Pluto transits Aquarius for a 20-year period, but it only happens every 250 years. And when it's happened in the past, it's a time of massive rebellion. People changing things up, people breaking away from things that have kept them stuck. And it's part of, because we are going into the North Node. The North Node is currently in Aries, which is putting yourself first. The South Node, which is your comfort zone, is in Libra. Now, Libra is relationships. So it's this axis between yourself and others. North Node is what you're walking towards. Putting yourself first. Now, that song, What You're Waiting For, Gwen Stefani wrote that about moving away from the group No Doubt and her reservations about doing things on her own, and whether she had the capacity to do it because she had worked within a group setting for so long. Maybe you're changing jobs. Maybe you've worked in an arena where you have had the support of other people and now you're breaking out on your own. Maybe you're moving away from home and living independently. This reading is about this person moving away from what's being keeping them stuck, but not stuck because they're karmic lessons that you're meant to learn. And maybe you ruffle a few feathers as you do it. But part of the catalyst for this person, for this change, is this dirty money. Something underlying, underneath the surface. And whether it has something to do, I mean, it may have something to do with a baby. Those songs came through. But a baby is also a new beginning. Perhaps a promise of a new beginning, but you didn't get it. If I think about somebody terminating a pregnancy, the promise of something, but then the anguish of that decision not to, Anyway, let's get some more cards. Let's find out. I want to know about this dirty money. Because I think we got, in that reading yesterday, it was obvious that, and I can see it here, there's a desire for change and awareness of something that's being held back. Some sort of spiritual awakening. A third eye is opening here. A pause. The Four of Swords is a pause. It's also healing. And with those other songs that came through, Healing After Depression, Ben Folds 5. And the reference to a brick is a brick being tied around your neck, being pulled under by whatever this is. An awareness that there needs to be change, but perhaps a fear of doing it on your own. And whoever is this devil energy, now the devil actually wanted to pop out in this card when I was shuffling. Whoever is this devil energy, and that's what I'm going to pull on. They've been the catalyst for this change. Time for a rebellion. Let's ask, who are you rebelling against? Yeah, look at that. The magician, that's an illusionist. If you think of a magician, they're a trickster. Dirty money. The magician is Mercury. And I'm going to sneeze again. And it's so funny because the last couple of days here, we call it the August winds, it's been so windy, like so windy. Today, it's almost the calm before the storm. I'm looking directly out into my back garden and there's no movement. And even like I can see into my pool, it's like glass on the top of the pool. It's almost too still. So the magician is Mercury, but as I said, an illusionist, a trickster. If you go to watch a magic show, it is about tricking you into thinking that something is real. The Six of Wands. That's Jupiter in Leo. And what just popped into my head? So the Six of Wands is often seen as victory after a long battle. This guy rides into town on his horse and everybody's cheering. They thought he died. This trickster energy has got 9 lives. A cat with 9 lives. I heard a slippery sucker. Jupiter and Leo. Now, I'm going to get into the astrology here, but Pluto, as I said, is in Aquarius for 20 years. And it went in at the beginning of January this year, I think the 20th of January. There is a period of a couple of months currently happening at the moment where it's slipped back into Capricorn before it goes fully into Aquarius for that 20-year period. So it's just this little bit where it just flicks back. Now, Capricorn is the top-down structures, the higher-ups. And it's the final tearing down of these structures. This last little section of Pluto in Capricorn. Whoever this illusionist trickster energy is, they think that they've got away with it. They think that they've had victory. Maybe they know that you've caught on to what's going on, but because there's no hard evidence, there's nothing you can do about it. There's not solid proof. And perhaps it's coming with this Yeah, full moon. The full moon illuminates things, and as I said, the alignment of Jupiter and Taurus, which again is finances, and Uranus, because this is Jupiter in Leo. They think they've had a lucky break. Something surprising, shocking coming to light about this particular energy, which will actually, pull them down. Wow, holy moly, judgment. They're under judgment by the men upstairs for whatever deceptive thing that they've been doing. The judgment card is Pluto, which is transformation. This situation is going to be transformed to the favor of you. This person's secrets are coming to light, and it's happening from a higher power. Look at that. I don't know if you can see on that card, the way I drew it, look at all the eyes. They're not just going to be under judgment from a few. Whatever's happening to this particular individual, it's going to be known. Oh, that's too many. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is information coming in fast. The Queen of Swords, which is a truth. The Queen of Swords is Uranus in Aquarius. As I said, Uranus is surprises, shocking truths coming to the surface. The Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury is communication. Sagittarius is the Temperance angel. Temperance card is divine timing. Temperance card. Page of Swords, which we already had up here. The Sun in Gemini, something being illuminated. The Four of Swords, potentially something being illuminated about a deception that caused pain to you. The Queen of Swords, and it's all happening. We've got the card of, we've got three truths. 1, 2, 3. Shocking truths, because we've got Uranus in there, we've got Aquarius in there, which is the full moon in Aquarius, and it's being bookmarked by 2 cards of divine timing. That's incredible. How many swords have we got? 1. That's 6 swords there. And the 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius, which is moving on to calmer waters. Whatever this is that's coming to light, it allows you to move on. I just heard a get out of jail free card. Okay, so this is literally an unraveling. This is an unraveling of this information, and it's not. I think what was meant to happen here is you were meant to, this process was meant to set you on a path, or set this person on a path of a spiritual awakening. The hurt and the pain of things that have happened send you into a point of reflection. A point of reflection. The Four of Swords, the Four of Swords. And taps you into your intuition. Opens your third eye. Once that happens, it's almost, once that happens, this unraveling, this information, divine timing now, that comes out with this Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius, which then gives you the physical confirmation of things that you were already picking up on intuitively, allows you then to trust your intuition, and allows you then to use your own internal guidance as to how you move forward, how you, North Node in Aries, which is putting yourself first. South Node, releasing others. South Node in Libra, releasing others. But what had to happen first is you had to have the pain of this tap you into your intuition in order for you to get confirmation that you could trust what your gut was telling you. This is gorgeous. I'm going to pop these here. Actually, and I wasn't going to get this many cards, but I love it when cards come out and confirm a story. And you'll have to excuse me, but I'm all congested. I've got cleaning products, cleaning my showers today, and the cleaning products that I use, I can smell them, and it's almost like information is being let out. I've got that image of when they spray. When somebody comes to spray your house, well, it's not happened to you really, but you know, in a movie where they spray all the smoke and it brings everything out. A real clearing out. What have we got at the bottom? Yeah, a clearing out of what was hidden. The High Priestess. What was hidden? What was hidden is coming to light. Okay, I'm going to get some clarification. So we know about this particular energy. We know that they're deceptive. We know that they're under judgment, and we know that divine timing is here in terms of hard truth about some dirty business practice, some dirty money, some dirty, maybe somebody's got a gambling habit. Something here is coming to light. Let's see what else we get. I'm going to get some more. I want clarification on this magician, please. Page of Wands. Can you see him up behind the tree? I think this person, this magician energy, is watching you. Perhaps they know you're moving on. Perhaps they know that you are intuitively aware of some of the things that they've done that they don't want to come to light. The Page of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius. Page of Wands is also the explorer, setting off on new ventures or new adventures, perhaps coming towards somebody, and they're aware of it. Perhaps while they think that they've got everything under control and they've got you, almost think of like a mafia movie where somebody's trying to leave, and so they almost pull them closer, but it's not pulling them closer. It's pulling them closer under the guise of, oh yeah, we're going to do this for you, or we're going to do this for you, but it's not actually that. They've got you closer so that they can keep tabs on you. Tabs on, and I've got the movie The Godfather. I think I watched that movie 15 years ago. So they can keep tabs on you. But it's an illusion. Six of Wands. 10 of Swords. Oh. The 10 of Swords is the Sun in Gemini. And my nose is really blocked now. So they're keeping tabs on you to try and find out what you know, what intuitively you've picked up on. 10 of Wands, I nearly said Swords and I nearly said Wands, because I've got the 10 of Wands up here. In that song, Brick, tired of lying, too heavy to hold the truth. Heavy burdens and a truth. This victory that they've had, this cat with 9 lives that they have had, they know that you intuitively know a truth. 10 of Swords is the card of backstabbing. That you intuitively know a truth and that you can stab them in the back, and that's why they're keeping you close. Judgment. I just heard you're God's warrior. The right man for the job is what I heard. You're the right man for the job. That's the Nine of Cups. Cups are emotions. The Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is expansion. You're the right man for the job, Judgment, because you've had a spiritual awakening. You've been able to pick up intuitively on what's going on. Jupiter is expansion and Pisces is spirituality. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Let's have a look at this Temperance card. Yeah, Six of Swords. I said that before. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. So I started this reading on 9/11. 9/11, for me, I don't know why, but whenever I think of 9/11, I think of Mother Mary. And I'm not talking about the World Trade Centers. This card, the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords is what I said before here, being able to move along because it's divine timing. Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius, communication coming in that allows you to move on. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of freedom, the freedom to move on because something is brought to light with this Aquarius moon. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. Venus is the divine feminine. Virgo comes from the same root word as virgin, which to me is why my card in the tarot for Mother Mary is the Nine of Pentacles. Venus being Mary, the ultimate divine feminine for me. Mother Mary, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. It's a freedom. And as I said before, Gabriel came to Mary with a revelation that she was to have a baby, summer child. Isn't she lovely? Something new that you're going to birth on your own, because when you think about Mary, she had to go off on her own and have that baby. She wasn't in a partnership with anybody, which ties back to that song, what you waiting for? You know it all by heart. Why are you standing in one place? The spiritual awakening that you had to have, the confirmation that you get from this information that's coming in, letting you know that you can trust your intuition. You can trust your gut. It's time for a rebellion. That line that I was getting, time to go, time to grow. But first you had to be put in this scenario where you had that spiritual awakening. Divine timing. Nine of Pentacles, Mother Mary. Perhaps you've been getting guidance, revelations coming to you. Meditation through dreams. Let's see what else there is. I love readings like this. Knight of Cups. Lie down. Good boy. The Knight of Cups is the moon in Scorpio. Moon, the things that are hidden. Scorpio, death and rebirth. Where do we have? 13. We had it before. Did we have 13? Scorpio, highly, highly intuitive. Information coming to you. Now, I'm a moon in Scorpio. Perhaps some of the messages coming through in this reading that I'm giving you, because that's my card of following my intuition. Following my intuition, picking up all of the messages that I was getting this morning about the dirty money, the D10. I don't know what that means to you. Purple D10. We've got green and purple there. If you've been guided to this reading, if you've never watched one of my readings before, guided here, you followed your intuition and clicked on this reading, and the messages that I'm giving are resonating with you. Why? Because you were meant to. You're meant to follow your intuition. Why did I pull these cards out this morning? This is part of my 888 Oracle deck. They are activation cards. There's 8 of them. And I've left one. Which one did I leave? Which one did I leave? This is Venus. This is my Mother Mary card. How funny is that? It's nurturing your intuition. So these cards, on the backs of them, in Arabic, maybe you're getting information. Maybe you don't speak Arabic. Maybe you're getting information from other sources. That says Angel of Light, Angel of Freedom. Angel of Light is information coming into you that allows you to free yourself. Okay, I'm going to get 2 more. And I'm going to sneeze. And I will edit those sneezes out because you don't need to hear me sneezing. I do apologise for my stuffiness. Perfect. 2 of Wands. Yeah, look at that. This is great. Something's being torn down, which allows you. 2 of Wands is the Mars. It is the Mars. The 2 of Wands is Mars and Aries, which is making plans. The Tower is also Mars energy. 3 Mars. 3 Mars energies. That's the fighter. Mars is the planet of war. Whatever this is, whatever this enlightenment is that's coming through, it allows you to make new plans. You won't be stuck anymore. And on the bottom, the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles are finance. And as I said, the beginning of this reading was dirty money. Whatever it is that you're stuck in, and I think it's financial, that you're stuck in, you are going to be afforded a freedom, a get out of jail card. Get out of jail card. Get out of jail free card. Let's have a look. What did we say was on the bottom? 8 of Cups. That's walking away. You'll be able to walk away from this situation. Okay, what I want to know is, what is the potential final outcome for this person, for this Magician energy? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the card of the student. And the 9 of Swords. Page of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. And the 9 of Swords is Mars in Gemini. This person is going to learn a lesson, essentially. And they're going to be taught by the man upstairs. Anything else? What is the potential final outcome for this person? That's the Temperance angel. They're going to learn a lesson from the man upstairs. And the 7 of Cups on the bottom. They're going to learn a lesson. Temperance is Sagittarius and it's Jupiter. But for me, it's about... Jupiter is luck, that their luck's run out. And the 7 of Cups is often confusion. Perhaps previously, 7 of Cups is having lots of different options. As I said in the beginning, this person, a cat with 9 lives, potentially this dirty money, whatever they've been doing, dirty money, dirty tricks, behavior they've done with multiple people. Perhaps some of those people are going to come back and turn on them. 10 of Swords, stab them in the back. 7 of Cups is also confusion. And that's often what happens in these situations. And it's like when karma is served to somebody, it's not necessarily you that serves it. God aligns them with somebody who is equally as sinister, equally as immoral as them. And if they've spent their life being a trickster, they then come up against somebody or align themselves with somebody who's even more of a trickster than them. And they either get taken down together or that person then does them dirty. Confusion. I don't think they know what's coming. The Tower. The plans that they made when their world gets stripped down. They don't know it's coming because we've got the Temperance card here as well. It's almost like they've had this victory and they've got this false sense of security because they think, even though they probably know that you know something, they think they've gotten away with it because there's not any hard proof. Page of Cups on the bottom. That's an apology. Too little, too late is what I heard. Let's have a look at your potential outcome in this situation. Okay, so that is the Two of Swords, which is the moon in Libra. But it came out upside down. So the Two of Swords is at a crossroads, not being able to make a decision. When it's upside down, things are clear. You can make a decision, you can move forward. Because something's come to light. Three of Cups is celebration. A celebrated victory. That's too many. I just want one more. Ten of Wands. And a new beginning. How beautiful is that? Okay, so this is essentially a celebration of the fact that you can now, this is ended. Ten of Wands, the tens are the end. That this deception has ended and you can move on to a new beginning. The Fool. How gorgeous is that? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the things that you've been working on, the things that you've been, the daily grind. Eights are karma. Eight of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo. This year is 2024, so it's the year of karmic justice or karmic abundance. I've got a card actually from a different deck that I don't use online, but it's just sitting on the top of this deck right beside me, and the word on it is abundance. Karmic abundance. Karmic justice for this person, karmic abundance for this person. 8. Okay, let's get some. I want one card. This is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. One card for this person. What message can we get? Falling in love with your authentic self. What is that? Falling in love with your authentic self. Maybe it's guidance from the divine to say that if they want to move forward, they can't be a trickster. There's a requirement. This person has the opportunity to have a spiritual awakening. Nine of Swords, as I said before, when you often go through a spiritual awakening, it's because of some sort of sadness, or you might have had somebody who passed away, or you could have had some big falling out with somebody, or it's basically where you find yourself in an immense amount of pain, physical, emotional pain, and you have to go within, which is this Four of Swords. And you've done that because of what you've experienced in this situation with this person. This person now, because of what they are going to experience through the karmic judgment that's going to come to them, because we had the Judgment card under here, the karmic judgment that is going to be dealt with them. Every soul has an opportunity to evolve. Every soul is given an opportunity to evolve. This person is going to be given an opportunity to reflect back on the things that they have done, and offered through that reflection, through that spiritual awakening, the opportunity to change their behavior, to apologize. Where do we have that? I think we had it before. The Page of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups. Now, words don't come out of my, the Page of Cups. That's dirty money. They're being given the opportunity to make amends. Falling in love with your authentic self. An opportunity for their own spiritual awakening, to become a better person. And it's a choice. And as I said before, what often happens then is if somebody, this cat with 9 lives, if somebody chooses each time to not take an opportunity to change their behavior, then they get paired up. The next karmic cycle, they get paired up with an even bigger criminal than them. Okay, let's get one more for them. Yeah, they've got to trust their higher self, listen to their higher self, and go through the spiritual awakening that they're meant to go through in order to become a better person. Otherwise, and I just said it, otherwise they get teamed up, new connection with an even bigger criminal. It's almost like this person here, 9. That's the 9 of Swords. And I said a cat has 9 lives. It's almost like each time and maybe they've done it 9 times. Each time they choose not to work on their shadow and become a better person. Potentially Temperance's angel guided. They're meant to be learning the lessons of what not to do, but they're repeating it over and over and over. 7 of Cups. This illusion, this delusion that what they're doing is okay, not listening to their higher self. And so each time they get paired up with a bigger and bigger crook. And all of these soul connections that we have with people, you know, it's not just one side learning the lessons, it's the other side that has to as well. Okay, let's get some cards for you. Tying up loose ends. Tying up loose ends with this person. Communication, because of communication that comes in through this full moon. Struggling with personality patterns. In that particular instance, that card isn't saying that this person or that you are doing anything wrong. Whatever this lesson has been, there's been things that you have, what you're waiting for. It's maybe a self-confidence thing that, you know, can I trust my intuition? And perhaps it's purely because maybe in the past you have put yourself out there and you've gone and done stuff on your own and you've either been judged for it or people have told you that it's not going to work. And so you second guess yourself. And this was a lesson in following your intuition. Jealousy and envy. So people who maybe don't want you, if you're working in a team environment, people who don't want you to leave because they're perhaps jealous of the fact, or maybe they know that you're actually going to do well on your own. And that is that North Node in Aries. And you certainly, if you've tapped into your intuition, the more and more and more you tap into your intuition and follow your gut, the closer you get to what you are meant to be doing on a spiritual level in this lifetime, and then nobody can keep you bound. Jealousy and envy, nobody can keep you bound. Look at that, inner wisdom. Tapping into your inner wisdom, your inner gut, whatever it is that's telling you to go for it. Time to go, time to grow. Take a chance because you might grow what you're waiting for. Waiting for that confirmation from your gut, and you get it when you get that physical confirmation. Yeah, from a higher power. How gorgeous is that? Okay, let's have a look at what angel is guiding this person. Number 7. Now 7 might be a number that has relevance to this person. Achia, patience, learning, and wisdom. I don't actually think that this person, well, if this is what's happened with you and this person, up until this point, this person hasn't learned a lesson. Patience, learning, and wisdom. would like to be that angel. Okay, let's have a look at what angel is guiding you. Wow, number 3, Sitael, protection from harm. Now that just popped out. I'm actually going to get you another one. I'm actually going to get you 3. 49, Vihuel. Vihuel, eliminate sorrow. That's also a 13, which is the death card. Scorpio and Pluto, death and rebirth. Why? Wow, why did that land on there? We've got a 7. Velua, 43, which is a 7 and a 7. Protection from your enemies. That's your card though, but it landed on here because I think your guides want you to know protection from your enemies, that you are protected from this person, and specifically because we've got 2 7s here. 7 7. Number 2, love and defends injustice. That's the angel that is working overall. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get you a moon oracle. Wow, that's Libra, balance. Under the Libra full moon, it's a double win. There's balance coming to this situation. Libra is also justice. There may have been something legal going on here. And Libra is balanced. It's going to be balanced out. New moon in Aries, time to meditate and contemplate. And that's what I what I was saying before about when you're having a spiritual awakening, the best thing that you can do is just be quiet. And almost don't go looking for the information. Wait for it to come to you. Like whatever this is, I don't know why. What relevance that has. But it's obviously relevant to somebody. Okay, let's have a look at the North Node. So as I said, the North Node is in Aries at the moment. Was in Aries, went into Aries in the middle of 2023, and it'll be there until January 2025, when it then kicks over into Pisces, which is spirituality. This is a spiritual lesson that you've learned with this person, and it's been learned in the lead up to this Pisces North Node, which starts in January next year. So Pisces will be in the North Node for 18 months. 18 months of really tuning into the spiritual lessons that we have learned and tapping more into this collective spiritual awakening that we are all on. So as I said, the North Node is currently in Aries, which is South, and the South Node is in Libra. It's your comfort zone. It's what you are releasing. Let's have a look. I'm going to get one for this person. Let's have a look what they are working on. Okay. North Node in Scorpio. Under the cosmic influence of the North Node in Scorpio, it's time to Marie Kondo our lives, bid farewell to those outdated patterns, toxic ties, and emotional baggage. By decluttering our metaphorical closets, we pave the path for some serious glow up and transformation. This person's got an opportunity to cut out all the toxicity in their life and make some changes. North Node in Scorpio, death and rebirth. North Node in the 9th house. If your North Node is chilling in the 9th house, you might be a bit stuck in your knowledge bubble. Time to break free, shake things up, and embark on a wild adventure to unlock the grand masterpiece of your life. There is opportunity for this person to learn a spiritual lesson. You might be a bit stuck in your knowledge bubble. They may have been doing this, whatever this dirty money, dirty tactics is, for a long time, stuck in a knowledge bubble. And what I heard is, if it's not broke, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. This person's been getting away with it. As I said, the cat with 9 lives. Scorpio tail stings, but they're about to get a rude awakening. Okay, let's have a look at you. Okay, we've got 2 South Nodes, which means it's about what you are releasing. A beautiful big yellow butterfly has just flown past my window. Butterflies are transformation. South Node in the 8th house. South Node making a splash in the 8th house. Looks like you've been in a tight bear hug with your cash. Time to bid farewell to those old stuck in a rut alibis and release your inner rock star. Picture it as your snug corner in the universe's fanfare. It's where we say adieu to welcome exciting escapades and brand new beginnings. So perhaps part of the reason why you were maybe second guessing, moving away from whoever this is because, as I said in the beginning, maybe they are part of a workplace. Or if it's a relationship that you're in with somebody, maybe you are divorcing this person. But in doing that, you lose financial stability. Stuck in a tight bear hug with your cash. South Node in Virgo. South Node in Virgo is all work and no play, thanks to Mercury's Labour vibes. It's like thinking earning is safer than receiving. I can't believe these cards. Believing you can't accept gifts and that trust is a rare gem. It's where we cozy up spiritually, but to sprout we must bid farewell to these old ways. Okay, so what that says to me is that there's two parts to that. Earning is safer than receiving. Perhaps you're financially attached to this person in some way, shape, or form. And because this person who potentially presented something to you in the beginning that looked like it was legit, it then puts you, once you find out that it was a bit sordid underneath, it then puts you in a situation where you can't trust, or you have difficulty trusting anybody that comes towards you with an opportunity because of what you've experienced in the past. Where did we have that? Struggling with personality patterns. It's not being able to trust. For fear of the same thing happening again. Believing you can't accept gifts and that trust is a rare gem. This person may have taken from you financially, but they've also taken your trust. And maybe that's what they're using to keep you stuck. It's almost like playing on this fear of almost a better the devil you know. And on the bottom, South Node, again, this is a comfort zone. The problem is with better the devil you know, you stay with what you know, even though it's bad for you, because it's familiar. South Node chilling in the 3rd house. Old habits die hard, especially if you've been besties with logic in the past. But hey, it's time to tune into your gut feelings. Who knows, a future in teaching or spreading wisdom could be calling your name. It's like your cozy spiritual hangout, letting go of the old to make room for new adventures. Perhaps part of your spiritual awakening in this situation is to be the catalyst for somebody else's change because of the experience that you've gone through. You know, maybe that's talking about teaching and spreading wisdom. Maybe you will talk about what's happened to you. Okay, now I'm not going to get you a song. And I'm not going to get you those because that's love messages, love songs and love messages. And I'm happy with how this reading has come through. I'm going to get you, it's my little scarab beetle, that's a spiritual awakening. I'm going to get you some Scrabble tiles. Letters and numbers in here. I've just had a light bulb moment. So yesterday I read, it popped up in my feed, a dragonfly. So where I sit and do my readings, I'm looking out onto my backyard, my back garden and my pool. And as I do the readings, I see all the birds in the trees and all these little butterflies and dragonflies and bugs and everything kind of in and around the garden. Yesterday, a big dragonfly just came in, kind of skimmed along the surface of the pool and then flew away. Yesterday, I watched a video on Instagram about female dragonflies who play dead when an unwanted suitor comes and wants to mate with them. They pretend they're dead. There's something in that. Only because that dragonfly, like, perhaps you're keeping a low profile. That's kind of funny. Presumably that's because the female dragonflies don't have any choice. How funny is that? Okay, so Scrabble tells in here, letters and numbers. Oh, I've only got a couple. That's it. I'm going to be obedient. Normally I get more. Let's have a look at these letters. Could be your first, middle, last initial. Could be this person. Could be something that has relevance to this connection. I've only got a couple here. So if the rest of the reading resonated with you, you've picked up messages but don't get anything from these, that's okay. It doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. It's just extra clarification. Maybe other people only picked up a few things, but it's these letters that actually give them confirmation. Everybody's different. So I've got a G and a 2, a K and a 5, a Y and a 4, a Q and a 10, and a Z and a 10. They are really strange letters. I'm going to put this here. 13, that's where it was. There was 13 bills. I knew we had the 13 and it purple. So those letters might resonate. P-U-R-P-L-E, a D and a 10. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really glad that I did this reading. I wanted to get that information out because of this dirty money. I wish you all the best. I hope that the full moon gives you some physical clarification on things that you are already picking up on intuitively. If you are on a spiritual journey, I wish you all the best. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I do post regularly, so you're most welcome to turn the notification bell on. If you are called to any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. Thanks again, and I will see you again in another reading.